Mic check, how we doing? Can y'all hear me? Bugatti money. Good morning. Previously on Kimba TV. Not only are we drawing that already, but on the Monday or Tuesday highlights, you can talk about these levels. And another thing too, on the higher time frame, let's start thinking about that 59K sweep play, because that might be confluence for the out thing too. We were already talking about 1 to 4 weeks. Let's get nasty. How we motherfucking doing? Hugh Hunt says, with this OI, I don't think longing that Kimba box is a good idea, right? Actually it is. Yeah. So, hey. Is the timing not impeccable, y'all? The timing is impeccable. Remember when I came on yesterday and I was like, yo, watch out that zone for resistance. Remember that? Miyaziko says, is it? Yeah, this is a good long, but more so because you have your risk identified. Well, first things first, if you don't know what you're doing, don't take it. I promise you, you're going to get wrecked. And if you don't know what you're doing, somehow, some way, people that know what they're doing will make money, and somehow, some way, you'll lose money. And I'll tell you what, if you didn't know that this was resistance yesterday, then I wouldn't try to take this long either. But yes, theoretically, it would be like this. You would always want to front run the 7.5. If you go 1, 2, 3, 4, you would be anyways. But yeah, like somewhere in between golden pocket and 7.5. Yeah, so this is what I would say. If you thought that taking this long was a bad idea, don't take it. Just see what happens. And learning is more important. Trying to take this long just because I said it when you thought it was a bad idea would be worse than the most egregious retail behavior. Because you copy trading. Don't do that. But yeah, you would want to see, you just changed structure. So now you want to see a higher low. That's just math. Okay, and you would still be aiming for like the single prints, all the shit that we talked about yesterday. Okay, there's your 15-second TA, y'all. Bugatti. What the fuck, man? Give it up for gold, by the way. We finally broke out of that thing. So you already know what it is. We don't get bullish on penetration. We get bullish on the bullish retest. So gold finally breaking through. That's Gucci Magooch. CME, same thing, approaching trident levels. So what you would really want, yeah, you would basically want to sweep and close above 65350. Alrighty, pretty easy. This time you wouldn't want it to go to the 7.5. So I said somewhere between here and here, somewhere between this golden pocket and the 7.5. Calm says, did you take hedge at the end? I sure did. Yep. So do you want to know how? I mean, I kind of explained it. Do you remember in the beginning yesterday when I was trying to explain to y'all it's inconclusive? Why was it inconclusive? You must know. Bad highs, right? So identify the sweep level and the bad high, okay? On the 30-minute, it sweeps, okay? Dink, dink. That's your 5-minute retrace. So I got my 6 Bitcoin again. Have you noticed that all my hedge shorts, they somehow, some way, they're 6 Bitcoin, 6.2? It's because I'm entering at the 0.5 and I keep getting only 1 or 2 of my limits. But yeah, I got a little tiny thang. Are you sick? Make sure you rewind and get caught up, because if you are asking that, you missed all the TA from the morning. Schwaggity. I appreciate you asking if I'm sick, but I would be more bothered if you kept asking me to recap or what's the TA or why are we longing here? I appreciate the thoughts, but make sure, I want y'all to juice now. I want y'all to juice, okay? Yesterday I showed up talking about, hey, you better watch out. This is a potential hedge short, okay? I just came on this morning, talked to you guys about this is a potential long. Schwiggity schwaggity, everybody Gucci. Hugo Nunn says, what's a good way to read if the long starts? Should I look for something specific like data or pattern? Everything. Yeah, that's why, like, if you don't know what you're doing, you just need to learn. Alrighty? You can't be a doctor if you don't know how the bone system works, if you don't know how the breathing system works. You got to know the respiratory, you got to know the circulatory, you got to know the skeletal system, right? You got to know everything so you can use everything. Okay? And what I usually tell people, Hugo, is often it's what you don't know that will fuck you. So if you know about open interest, if you know about CBD, but if you don't know about Bugamas, then that's the thing that will fuck you. So you got to know everything so you can use anything. All right, Hugo? So really the trick is to figure out what you don't know and then learn or nerd out about it off stream. So if this is bad and you have a potential, so if this is bad, and I'm not saying it is, but if this ends up being bad, right? So let's say, for example, Santa, that you don't know what the fuck you're doing, but you hear me say, oh, I really wouldn't want it to touch the 7.5, but you don't know what you're doing, and so you put your stop loss at 7.5, okay? But then I end the stream, and then you don't know that that's a bad low, and then you don't see that there's a CVD potential bull div that might be happening, okay? And so you don't see that, you don't notice it, and therefore you just listen to what I say 3-4 hours before, and then you're the one that gets stopped out, but I'm the one that gets filled there. Okay, Santa. So again, brother, if you know what you're doing, go ahead and execute it. Okay, but you got to factor everything in. Sounds good? So if you understand why I said what I said, then yes. If you're just copying what I'm said, then no. Okay, but this is good. That's pretty good. So to answer your question, by the book, your stop loss should be here. Okay, by the book, your stop loss should be here at a minimum. Okay, if you want to put your stop loss tight, you would put it here. The book says here. If you want to get cute, you could do that. I've done that before sometimes. You've seen me do that, right? Something with trading says, Kimba, can you see this as a bear trap with OI going from green to red, same in reverse with candles? Yeah, so if you actually rewind and get caught up, or if you end up watching the whole vid from scratch, you're going to notice people were asking me about open interest. And do you know what I said? I said, what is wrong with these people? I said, what the fuck? I was like somebody from the Philippines. I was like somebody from Vietnam. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, so we saw that shit, my boy. We saw that shit. So Alpeasy says, not sure if you answered it earlier, but if it sweeps those smaller 30-minute bad highs, would you look to hedge short again? Nope. That's a negative Alpeasy. So I still have my longs open. Let me drag it over again. I still have my longs open. But I would not do a hedge short, LPZ. My next level where I would think about a hedge short is the single print and value area low and the 67.2 sweep. The value area high is a candidate. Okay. But I would probably be TP1 on this would be single print and value area low, and then TP2 would be 67.5. I would really like a short from like 67.8 LPZ. Okay, I drew this box for a reason, and I'm still gonna keep it here because I have a feeling that this sweep doesn't go higher than 68. Clip that shit. I would love like a 67, 800, 900 short. These bad highs, I think, are still going to get swept. Okay? But just like we did while this was nuking LPZ, just like we did when I showed up yesterday and I was like, hey guys, this could be a potential resistance zone. This might be a head short. Just like how I did this morning when I showed up and I was like, hey, this is a potential long. You're going to have to read the data when we get here, when we get here, and when we get here, and to really figure out if it's the time to short or not. Sounds good? But the thing that I was trying to explain earlier, Alpeasy, was that this is value. Can you see this right here, this cluster? So this, like this. This right here, you could argue that it's here, or you could argue and put it on this peak, okay? But whether you have it as here or here, you wouldn't want it to, if you swing fail and you come back in to this value range, it's not that great, okay? What you would want, LPZ, is you penetrate just like how we did. We just cleaned all the bad highs, right? It's not immediately tucking back, right? That's good. I like the reaction. I would want it to kick it, maybe have a 30-minute body candle close to penetrate, and then start back testing these zones as support, and then go. Okay? So far this reaction is good. I like that it didn't just do some goofy shit like this. It's spending time above. That's okay. That's good. I would like the body to close above. Okay? And then maybe do some shit like this. Maybe like tap the 886 or whatever, come back. And I'm sure it's going to be golden pocket too at some point. So watch. See? So that's what I mean. I would love candle body close above or penetration here. Bullish retest, go. That would be the most bullish scenario. Okay. Coming back down, like losing all that fibs, like coming back down to here, that's really not that good. Okie dokie, LPZ. It's easier for market makers to make money just stopping out weak hands and retail. They don't actually need to be right on where Bitcoin or an asset is gonna go. All they need to do is trap retail or trap money and then transfer that money from their wallet to their own. So looking for imbalances, looking for where the equilibrium is, and that's what we've been trying to do the last couple weeks and months, right? Okay, all right, I gotta get out of here. We're gonna be pushing off and heading out into the middle of the ocean. So you guys are the fucking best, all right? Longers, I'm rooting for you. Shorters, I'm rooting for you. Bulls, bears, we're all lions. Alrighty. TPs are set, stop losses are set. Have a great Friday, have a great weekend. If anything goofy happens over the weekend, like we lose 62 or some shit, I'll post in the Discord. Okay? But, even if it loses 62, I would probably all I would post is like, all right, see you guys at 59. So there aren't any more bad lows after this. Okay? Just something to think about. I saw a couple people talking about longing 62. Make sure it's like structural edge, like swing fail or something like that. But there aren't really any more imbalances to grab below. So if we lose 62, then I would be just saying shit like, I'll see you at 59. Alrighty, levels to the upside identified, levels to the downside identified. You guys are the fucking best. Alright? I'll see you guys in the Discord. I'll pop my head in once in a while. Other than that, I'll see you guys hella early Monday morning. You guys down? Hella early Monday morning. I'll be back on the setup. I'll be back home. We'll have the avatars running around, and it'll be a long, late night stream. Poker tournament on Monday as well. Spread the word. Poker tournament and Warzone tournament. $1,000 prize pool for each. All right, we'll be back to having some fun again. All right, I got to get out of here. Have a great weekend. Have a great Friday. The math is the math. The levels are the levels. Bugatti! You guys are the best. Take care, y'all. Be safe, okay? The math is the math. Let me show you guys where the wicks are. It's not even showing the wick. Okay, there you go. All right, y'all. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace, everybody.